Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep, so
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tonight, the next Level 360 Sprint Car Series will return, and it should be a good one, no doubt about it. Qualifying about ready to hit the Speedway now. In fact, is hitting the Speedway. It's just wrapped up a few minutes ago. I'm Drake York, joined by Kelby Cross. And Kelby, when we come to the dirt track at Charlotte, we know we can expect not only good racing, but very high speeds while doing it.
The 0.4 of a mile oval, just perfect for the host of week number 5 here for the next Level 360s. We went from Cedar Lake, a nice short track, to a big old wide one here tonight, Drake.
No question about it. Ty Showblock currently atop the speed charts. Our points leader with the Next Level Racing 360s. Here's Ryan Avila. A lot of speed all season long. That SpeedShot51.com, number 49. Ben's going to go second fastest on that lap, working his second final lap through 3 and 4. Showblock still atop. Steinke Garrison done the top 5 across the line. Villa will improve, but he stays down in second. Kenny Hoffman just to the top of the board now in the Speed Shot 51, number 11, as he shuts it down the back straightaway. And there's last week's winner at Cedar Lake, John Helms.
Yeah, John Helms was able to hold off a frenzy of 3 or 4 different drivers to pick up the victory and break through last weekend at Cedar Lake. We'll see if he can replicate that performance here this evening.
A big monkey off his back as he picked up that first career win. As time is running out here in qualifying, John Helms goes 5th fastest, 12.897. 12.897 for John Helms. As he works it back under the checkered flag, trying to improve. He stays down in 5th. Hoffman, your quick time qualifier here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Kenny Hoffman was indeed quick time qualifiers. We're getting ready to go for heat race number 1 for the Next Level Racing 360s. And important to note, they line these straight up. So Kenny Hoffman will roll from the pole. That beautiful number 11 machine. Here's your qualifying results. Kenny Hoffman, the fastest. Showblock, 2nd. Toter, 3rd. Avila, 4th. Helms, 5th. Steinke, 6th. Garrison, 7th. Dunn, 8th, 9th Hauser, and 10th was Connor Spear. Here's your lineup for heat race number 1 for the Next Level Racing 360 Sprint Cars. Kenny Hoffman on the inside of the front row, to his outside, Ethan Toter. Last week's winner, John Helms, will start on the inside row number 2. Joining him is Liam Garrison. Drew Hauser and Randy Shreves make up a potent row number 3. Andy Frisch and Jonathan Paquette in the Firm Motorsports number 48 will make up row number 4. Row 5, Kevin Miller and Bradley Wright will round out the field. Race number 1 rolling out now. Kelby, what do you think we could see here in this first heat race?
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of different lines attempted as people try to find their speed here early on in this race. Probably see them mostly favoring mid to high, is my guess.
I wouldn't be too surprised about that right now. Just looking at the racetrack, it does not look very wide, like it could open up some high and low opportunities. I'm thinking more around the bottom to middle, but we shall see as Kenny Hoffman sets the pace into the start zone down in turn number 3. Them down, green flag is out in heat race number 1.
Into turn number 1 and 2, we got him 3 wide for the lead. Kenny Hoffman trying to squirt out into it. He does so down the back straightaway, but Toter down on the bottom of the racetrack, coming off of turn number 4, trying to stay with him.
Toter keeps up with Toter through turns 1 and 2. Garrison down to the inside, down the back straightaway, side by side for 2nd. Garrison dips down to the inside, slides up, and he'll take the 2nd spot off of turn number 4.
Toter crosses over into 1 and 2 and slides across the groove, trying to take that 2nd spot. Don't look now, but here comes John Helms, making a 3-car race for the 2nd spot down on the inside. Helms goes from 4th to 2nd and feeds the right rear to the 23 car.
Toter getting the short end of the stick right there, and he's going to drop way back, all the way back to 8th. Helms trying to clear Garrison for that second spot. He'll do so off of turn number 4. Garrison right back to the inside, though.
Garrison and Helms putting on a show for the second spot as Garrison slides up off of turn number 2. Helms down to the inside into turn number 3. Slides way up off of turn number 4. Garrison turns it back side by side to 1 and 2.
Fantastic stuff right now between these two for that second spot. Andrew Hauser currently back and forth, and Randy Shreves round out the top 5. But all eyes on the battle for second as they run down to turn number 1, and it is up on the fence here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
John Helms currently occupying that second spot. Liam Garrison dips it down low off of turn number 4, trying to take it back, but no dice that time as we've got just a few laps left.
Like Helms right now is all but locked up that second place spot. He's got a healthy advantage over the 10 of Liam Garrison. Now Garrison under pressure from Andrew Hauser in the 13. That's for the third spot.
Hauser tried to do something last time through 3 and 4 as we get this new shot. That's a nice shot into turn number 3. And off of turn number 4, the white flag is out.
1 lap to go. Hoffman, Helms, your top 2 transfers looking to advance straight into the feature event. Off of turn number 4, Kenny Hoffman looks to go for a clean sweep here tonight at the dirt track in Charlotte. He's quick time and he wins heat race number 1. John Helms is the second and final transfer in tonight's feature event. And then we'll see Liam Garrison, Andrew Hauser, Randy Shreves, Jonathan Packett, Ethan Toter, Kevin Miller, Bradley Wright, and Randy Frisch in a lower main this evening.
Oh my goodness, what a race there. John Helms able to hold on to that second spot, but Liam Garrison was giving it all he had to get that one, to try and get the second spot, but it didn't work out for him, unfortunately.
And no doubt about it, Garrison put in a whale of a fight, but we'll move on to heat race number 2. On the inside of the front row, your points leader, Ty Showblock. The Buckeyes stay in 2 is outside the SpeedShop51.com entry. That's Ryan Avila. Josh Steinke and Mil Dunn complete row number 2. Connor Spear and Andrew Allen row 3. And Frugier and Terrell Wheeler row number 4. And on the 5th and final row to the inside by his lonesome will be Zachary Morgan. Laps, top 2 transfer into tonight's feature event. Here part tonight's Next Level Racing 60 Sprint Car Series event at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Boy, there was not much room between the right rears and the wall through the last heat race. Way
Say
up
that
on
again.
that wall around the dirt track at Charlotte.
And what's interesting looking at the racetrack right now, you see Ryan Avila all the way up by the wall, and it looks awfully dirty up there, but I would not be surprised to see this field go back up to the top side through 3 and 4 as well as 1 and 2. We'll get a good shot here behind the right front, and it looks a lot cleaner on the top side of turns 1 and 2. So it may take a lap or 2 to blow off the top side of 3 and 4, but wow, that's a pretty interesting helmet design there for Ryan Avila.
Not sure how that driver could see out of that, but that is unique for sure. That's true. His eyes are open indeed.
We'll see what Ryan Avila can do from the outside of the front row here in heat race number 2, 10 laps, top 2 of the feature. And look at Ty Showblock off to a great start. He leads the charge down to turn number 1.
Joe Block with the lead. Avila into second. Then it's Steinke into the third spot. Steinke down to the inside looking for more off of turn number 4, but it's going to be Avila leading at lap number 1.
Avila got a great start there. Now here comes Showblock, crosses him to the inside. He's going to pull the big sliders. Avila up on the fence. Let's see what kind of a run the 49 can get off the corner. Not enough to pull even right there. He ducks down low as Showblock. These two currently in the 2 transfer spots. Steinke on the outside looking in as we're getting a great shot off the front. His race car as Avila slides up to take the lead, hits the fence, still keeps it down the front stretch.
Joe Block and Avila doing a battle for the top spot. Off of turn number 2, the 49 down to the inside as he takes the lead off of turn number 4. Showblock and Avila putting on a show at the front of this one.
On the back straightaway, don't count out Mill Dunn also in that 4th spot, currently 2 spots out, goes for the slider on Steinke, comes up just a bit short, now Steinke to the inside of Showblock, no, he's going to tuck in right behind the 17th through turns 1 and 2, does he make a move into 3, he trails behind Showblock with a defensive maneuver down into the corner, Steinke going to try to get a run up off the fence.
Steinke sitting comfortably in that 3rd spot, but not too comfortable. He's got to get one more spot to get directly into tonight's main event. Shobelak runs off of the wall, off of turn number 4, trying to maintain that 2nd spot as Avila continues to lead at the front.
Dunn caught a piece of the turn 1 wall right there, and that almost effectively has put him out of the running for a transfer spot. Meanwhile, race for the lead intensifies once more. Showblock had a look on Avila, couldn't do anything there. High side through turns 1 and 2 is definitely the way to go. Showblock is there. Avila, a defensive line down into the corner through the middle. Slides up. Showblock holds the middle as they turn for the white flag.
Off of turn number 4 into 1 and 2. They're side by side for the lead. Shobelak almost takes it off of turn number 2. Down the back, shooting into turn number 3. Avila blocks it down low. Here comes Steinke off of turn number 4, trying to take the 2nd spot.
Ty Showblock's going to hang on to the 2nd and final transfer spot narrowly over Josh Steinke, so it will be Ryan Avila and Ty Showblock advancing into tonight's feature event for the Next Level Racing 360s. Oh, just getting word now that no consolation races. We're going to put everybody in the feature event tonight. Ryan Avila, your winner of heat race number 2. Following him is Ty Showblock, Josh Steinke, Mel Dunn, Connor Spear, Terrell Wheeler, Ryan Fruget, Andrew Allen, and Zachary Morgan all will now be in tonight's feature event, as they have just redone the racetrack a little bit. Going to bring out the feature field to break it in, and we'll be right back here after these messages for tonight's Next Level Racing 360 feature event.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To promote my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock the party and go correct. All special on time and rhyme connect. That's the right promotion and good elect. Another rapper can't stand us, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone, riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
Welcome you back live to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Next Level Racing 360s. It is now featured time here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. What is sure to be an exciting feature event. We'll go from back to front. Starting on the inside of row number 10 will be Randy Frisch. Up row number 9 on the outside, Zachary Morgan and Bradley Wright. Row 8 on the outside, starting 16th, is Andrew Allen. To his inside is Kevin Miller. 7 to the outside, Ryan Frugier, and to his inside is Ethan Toder. Look for him to be on the charge in this feature event. 12th starting will be Terrell Wheeler, and to his inside is Jonathan Paquette. Now breaking into the top 10 on the outside of row number 5 is Connor Spear, and to his inside will be Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves starting 9th on the feature field. The outside of row number 4 in 8th will be Mel Dunn, and to his inside will be Andrew Hauser. Josh Steinke will start on the outside of row number 3 in 6th. He'll be another one to watch in this one. And breaking into the top 5 now will be Liam Garrison. As show block, your points leader will roll off 4th in this one, and to his inside, last week's winner, John Helms. And now for your front row on the outside in the SpeedShop51.com, number 49, it's Ryan Avila, and to his inside in another SpeedShop51.com entry in the 11 will be Kenny Hoffman. Set to go here for the Next Level Racing 360s at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Thank you so much to everybody joining us tonight on Ultimate Dirt TV. Ethan Toder and Randy Shreves, we're now just getting word and handed down end of the line penalties. They will roll from the tail of the field. Ethan Toder especially, I just mentioned that he will be on the charge in this feature event. Now he's got to start even deeper as the lights are out on the Chevy Silverado pace truck. In fact, it is already down on the infield. We're getting ready to go for the Next Level Racing 360s here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Out of 4, green flag, and Kenny Hoffman off to the early lead into turn number 1.
For 1 and 2, Kenny Hoffman taking the lead down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Avila and Helms follow him through 3 and 4, but Hoffman's going to lead lap number 1.
A SpeedShop51.com parade at the front of the field, and I think it's worth mentioning we will see yellow flags in the feature event. In the preliminary events, no yellow flags, but in the feature, if there is an incident, they will throw the yellow flag. Hoffman leads the opening set of laps. Here comes your points leader, Ty Showblock, to the inside of Ryan Avila, trying to dig up something through the middle, and he may be onto something as he's going to slide past Avila into 3.
Off of turn number 4, Showblock settles into the second spot and into 1 and 2 now. The 49 back down to the inside. Avila and Showblock continuing their battle into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Give it to Showblock as he continues to run in the second spot.
While back behind him, race for the 5th spot between Snikey and Hauser. Oh, John Helms with a bit of a bobble. That's going to stack up the cars behind him. And now here comes Mel Dunn going for a 3 for down to the corner. He smacks the wall. Helms gets sideways into Snikey. Falls back. All sorts of mayhem going on. Here's Hauser inside as Snikey's going to make the pass momentarily before Snikey drives back by. That's for the 4th spot.
Chaos all around for the 4th spot as they come off of turn number 4. Steinke and Dunn get together. done up into the wall into 1 and 2. Now here comes the 13 of Hauser into the 5th spot momentarily. Off of turn number 4, they continue their battle.
Look now, but here comes Jonathan Paquette in that Jake Swanson Technologies, or Jake Swanson Shock Technologies, I should say, number 48 car. He's currently in a 6th, while Avila has snuck past back by Showblock. Showblock not going to go quietly into the night. He is right on the tail tank of Avila through 1 and 2.
Avila and Showblock. Showblock taking a big dive bomb down to the inside off of turn number 4, smacks the wall. And Avila's going to maintain the 2nd spot as they roll through 1 and 2. Don't look now, but Ethan Toder, 19th to 9th.
Ethan Toder was handed that end of the line penalty at the start of the event. As you said, he is currently up to 9th, race fans, all the way back from the 10th and final row.
Good racing, good stuff inside of the top 10. We see Hauser, Paquette, Helms, Wheeler, Spear, and Toder. Oh, trouble car into the wall and upside down.
It's Liam Garrison flipping down the front straightaway, and the yellow will be needed with 12 laps in the books. Garrison keeps it rolling, but I gotta imagine a lot of torn up parts and pieces on that number 10 entry. Let's see. Look, Garrison is in that blue, white, and yellow number 10. As the wall rides up on the wall into the catch fence, and it starts going end over end. Well, nasty flips there off of turn number 4.
Yeah, that was a big one. It looks like he's just trying to make that razor thin cushion work up on the wall, and it just reached out and got him.
It's not like Knoxville for sure, where Knoxville, I know it's hasn't been by design, but that's been getting a Tulare style cushion where it's just a ramp. Well, not the case here at the dirt track at Charlotte. As Garrison pulls it down into the pit area, his evening will come to an end. Front, Kenny Hoffman has led every lap so far. No one's had anything for that pink and white number 11. His teammate Ryan Avila currently running back in that 2nd spot. Your points leader Ty Showblock running a solid 3rd. Him and Avila have been making some moves on each other. And hats off to the track prep crew. So far we are seeing a fantastic racing surface. Lots of sliders, everybody up towards the fence. It's really technical up there. Perfect setting here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and like I said, fantastic racing so far. The big question is on this restart, does anybody have anything for Kenny Hoffman? He's led every lap so far. iRacing Chevy Silverado down into the pit area. They're out around the speedway. Hoffman got a good launch from the inside of the front row on the initial start. We'll see what he gets here. Green flag.
Into 1 and 2, we're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Showblock and Avila get together. They're into the wall. A couple of cars are upside down. We got them all piling up through 1 and 2. And that took out a lot of fast cars.
Doubt about it. Josh Steinke, one of the favorites heading into this one. He is upside down and rolling now. See what happens here. There's Avila on the outside in that blue and white 49. Showblock, the black and red 17. Yeah, just contact right there. Collects Steinke. Last week's winner Helms involved. Lots of other cars getting torn up in that one too. Tough break for Ryan Avila. Put himself in a good spot. At least landed on the podium tonight. Another look at it right here. So once again, Avila in blue and white. Showblock, red, black, and white.
I don't actually see any contact between Showblock and Avila there.
Yeah,
it looked like Avila was just kind of maybe reacting, and unfortunately got acquainted with the wall off of turn number 2.
You said exactly what I was thinking right there. Get another look at it, some different angles, but I think I'll agree with you there. I don't think Avila and Showblock made contact. Look, almost from that angle, it almost looked like they did make contact. It's one of those tough situations where camera will show you one thing and then you turn to another camera and it'll show you what seems to be an entirely different thing. So it's just one of those things that is hard to process sometimes. And Obviously, we got a great crew here at Ultimate Dirt TV, and they're showing you as many angles as they can to help us figure out what happened. But nonetheless, the show will go on. And don't look now, Jonathan Paquette and that Jake Swanson Shock Technologies for 48 on the outside of row number 2. He has worked his way up to 4th. Green flag is back out. JP Schneider also in the top 5. Through 1 and 2. Hoffman's going to hang on to the lead. Schneider second, Hauser in third as they rumble on down into 3.
Jobelok into second. Hauser off of turn number 4 as the field fans out behind him. Into 1 and 2. Ethan Toder down on the inside trying to make a move, but he gets passed by the 48 of Paquette into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, Paquette goes to the inside of Hauser, and he takes the 4th spot. It's the 3rd spot. Check that.
A really good run for Jonathan Paquette tonight, and he's not doing it the way that everybody else is, especially down in 1 and 2. He's almost like an entire groove off where the leaders are. And don't look now, Ethan Toder and Randy Shreves go mano-a-mano into turn number 1. They're actually going to make it 3 wide with Hauser.
Toder has been trying to make something happen down in the bottom of the racetrack, but hasn't really been going anywhere. May have to move up to try and change his line as they come off of turn number 4. He's back into the 6th position as they come off of turn number 2. Hauser and Paquette going side by side for 3rd. Into turn number 3. Slide job from Hauser.
Hauser's got the spot down the front stretch into 1 and 2. Paquette way downtown Charlotte. 3 turns 1 and 2. Just can't slide up quick enough to make the pass, and he'll bring Randy Shreves into the mix. Now Ethan Toder back behind. This is 3rd through 6th going out at off of turn number 4.
Reeves made some room where there really wasn't any that time coming off of turn number 4, and this time off of turn number 2. He takes the 4th spot into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, Paquette trying to slide up and get back in line, but it's not happening, and he just continues to maybe even lose a spot to Toder now.
Paquette's line was working there for a lap or 2. I don't think it's working now. Either it's gotten slick or worn out, or Paquette's car has changed on him just enough where his car doesn't want to run that line anymore, but nonetheless, he is losing spots in car number 48 as Toder goes around him on the outside in 1 and 2. He's into the top 5 after starting all the way at the tail of the field.
Lap traffic is now in play. Kenny Hoffman is the leader, but Ty Schobelak is following him through right up on the cushion as they cross under the flag stand with 11 laps to go here in the main event.
Yeah, Schobelak has definitely closed in on Kenny Hoffman throughout this race. Nobody has had anything for Kenny Hoffman. Now this could be the time where somebody finally has something for him. Can Kenny Hoffman come through for the victory in this one? We're about to find out. 10 laps to go. Schobelak, as I have said, has closed in, but not enough to even make a move. As battle back behind him, that's for the 4th spot.
Toder and Shreves going at it into 1 and 2. Toder in the black and white 23. Shreves in the black, blue, and white number 56 currently holds that 4th spot as we go on board with Toder off of turn number 4. Into 1 and 2. Toder sizes him up and follows him through 1 and 2. Right up on the wall at the dirt track at Charlotte.
On the back straightaway, Toder's got to run. He's going to shoot to the inside. Maybe can make it stick. No, he cannot. Shreves drives it around the outside, bangs it off the wall on the front stretch, but we're going to go yellow. Yellow on the speedway.
Yellow flag with 8 laps to go here.
Not sure what the yellow is for at this point in time. I'm sure this replay will give us a good idea of what happened. Here's Randy Fritsch in the 72. By himself down the back straightaway. 3. Wow. That's something you don't see every day on iRacing, that's for sure. Almost same exact scenario as we saw with Liam Garrison earlier, where he rode the wall, but instead of riding the wall and then flipping end over end, all just shot him straight down into traffic.
Turned into a slingshot there.
Like he caught a bad part of the wall and it just chucked the whole race car down. Oh, and just smokes Mel Dunn. Mel Dunn could do right there. He was just minding his own business on the inside of the racetrack. thing he knows, the top wing is gone from his race car. And Fritsch obviously goes through a wild set of flips. Not be shocked at all if that ended his night. Andy Frisch in the work area right now. So they're going to try to get that car back out. There is a lot of damage as now the pace truck pulls in. Kenny Hoffman, your leader. Ty Schoblock has been a touch quicker, able to keep pace with Hoffman. Question is, can he do something on this restart? We're about to find out. Green flag is out.
Hoffman cuts it down off of turn number 4 and into 1 and 2, trying to alleviate any run, but Schoblock is all over him down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Schoblock and Hoffman rolling through the top as they complete another lap.
Schoblock is right there, still follows Hoffman to the top side of 1 and 2. Thought for sure Schoblock would have tried to make a move, but still hasn't. Down the backstretch, he trails by about a car length and a half. Hoffman has led every lap since the drop of the green flag. Was quick time earlier in the night. Won his heat race, looking for the clean sweep here tonight.
Schoblock closes on entry, but Hoffman is able to get away from him down the back straightaway and off of turn number 4. Kenny Hoffman is starting to put some distance between himself and Ty Schoblock ever so slightly in car number 11.
Ethan Toder now into the podium. He currently runs third in the 23 after starting at the rear of the field. Andrew Hauser fourth and Randy Shreves currently rounding out the top 5.
What a run for Ethan Toder as the top 2 in a breakaway. Toder running all by his lonesome there in the 3rd spot. Hauser and Shreves a little closer, but the battle for the lead. Schoblock is not quite out of this one. White flag is about to come out.
Off of turn number 4, Kenny Hoffman sees the white flag first, but will he see the checkered flag first? 1 lap to go. Does Schoblock have anything left for him? They're going to head up the back straightaway for the final time.
Into turn number 3, Kenny Hoffman dips it down low, slides up off of turn number 4. That's the winning move. He's led every lap tonight, and he's going to lead this one. Kenny Hoffman wins at the dirt track at Charlotte. Ty Schoblock and Ethan Toder from 19th is your podium.
Randy Shreves 4th, Ryan Frugier 5th, Jonathan Paquette 6th, Terrell Wheeler 7th, Connor Spear 8th, Andrew Allen 9th, and Andrew Hauser rounds out the top 10.
Some great racing throughout the top 10 throughout that race.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more there. Kenny Hoffman, clean sweep on the evening, wins by almost 0.3 of a second over Ty Schoblock. Ethan Toder rounds out your podium drivers from 19th on the starting grid. Randy Shreves is 4th, Ryan Frugier 5th, Jonathan Paquette 6th, Terrell Wheeler 7th, Connor Spear 8th, Andrew Allen 9th. Andrew Hauser was 10th. 11th, Bradley Wright. 12th, Kevin Miller. 13th, Mel Dunn. Randy Fritsch, 14th. 15th, J.P. Schneider. Zachary Morgan, 16th. Ryan Avila, 17th. Joshua Stunke, 18th. Liam Garrison, 19th. John Helms rounding out the field in 20th. We'll now get a word with our feature event winner, Kenny Hoffman, who clean sweeps the night. And Kenny, usually when we see a driver jump out to a big lead early in the race, they normally don't actually pick up the win, as they're kind of a sitting duck for when the track changes. Did you feel that way at all throughout this race?
No, I felt perfectly good from the get-go. I know the feature started out a little bit on the tackier side, but I was confident with some of the changes that we did. We're just this night helps just a lot for testing and figuring out for stuff for tomorrow and then stuff for the pro quals Monday. But felt good the whole feature. Big shout out to Clayton Tilley for all that. That man he does a lot of work for his drivers behind the scene, and I appreciate everything he does for us.
Obviously, you went quick time tonight, won your heat race, and win feature. So with that being said, with this format especially, how valuable is it to qualify quick time in this series?
Yeah, just Apex in general, from 360s to 410s, it's just, qualifying just sets you up for how your night's gonna be. If you don't qualify in the top, I don't know, maybe 8, or I would say it's gonna be pretty tough for you the rest of the night. Um, but we were able to execute that well tonight and put a full race together. I know we've been having some bad luck here in this league the last couple of weeks, 360 side and 410 side. So, hopefully we can carry this good momentum for tomorrow. Because we've definitely had some speed for both leagues, the 360 and 410. So, as long as we can just keep on rolling and keep running good, then I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
To thank for putting you in victory lane tonight.
Yeah, just shout out to Speed Shop 51 and 51 Esports, all those other guys, Tilly, Clayton Tilly. Shout out to Ryan. I know Ryan Avilli, he unfortunately had to deal with that netcode issue, but appreciate him just sticking around, just giving me some pointers depending if Ty was fast at any point. But and then shout out to you guys for broadcasting. Thank you guys for putting on the good broadcast for us. And then even though the car counts are low for this, thanks to Sparky for running this league. It definitely helps for like I said, helps for tomorrow and Monday.
Kenny Hoffman, your winner here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Show block second, and Ty, what I really got to know is you were keeping pace with Kenny Hoffman in there on that final restart, and it looked like you could have pulled down to throw a slider on him. Did you think you had enough momentum to clear him for a slider? And second, why didn't you go for the slider attempt?
Yeah, I mean, I probably did have enough momentum a couple of times. I could have tried to throw it in. I would have cleared him, but the thing is, you carry so much momentum around the top side here. Even if I do clear him, either A, he's going to get into the back of me, or my right rear is just going to barely, drag. Whether it's turn 2 or turn 4, just barely drag the wall, and I'm going to wreck us both. Me and Kenny, we've raced each other a lot here in leagues, and we seem to always be right around the front no matter what happens. So I just wanted to be clean with him. I know I'm not going to get by him. I can just stay pace with him right behind him, and if I see him make a mistake and kind of drag the wall, I can throw it underneath of him.
But you'd like to thank for getting you on the podium tonight?
Yeah, my friends over at Vanderpool Racing and Austin Vanderpool, awesome rap that he gives us all, so appreciate that and all the hosted sessions he puts up for us to practice.
Ty Showblock, your points leader with the Next Level Racing 360, second on the field tonight.
How's it going?
Ethan Toter from 19th on the grid to the podium. Ethan, obviously you had that penalty at the start of the race. How did you make that drive all the way up to third?
Evan gave me a really good set. We just loaded in the CFM set, and it was flying right off the rip, so yeah.
Anybody you'd like to thank for getting you on the podium tonight?
Everybody back at CFM Esports, Chris Ferguson, everything he does for us, Evan C. for this amazing set, well, Evan and Blake, and Dylan and Brent for spotting me during the race.
That's Ethan Toter once again from 19th on the field to third. That's going to do it here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Oh man, we saw some great racing tonight. There's no question about that.
Yeah, but it was all behind Kenny Hoffman, led every single lap of competitive racing here tonight that he was out on the track. So great night for him and just a great night overall for the Next Level 360s.
Again, and we'll be back tomorrow with the Auto Glass and Tinting Wing 410 Sprint Car Championship here on iRacing. But again, that's going to do it for us tonight here with the Next Level Racing 360s. For Kelby Cross, I'm Drake York saying so long.